Hello you guys, it is Jksthind and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a quick little smudged eyeliner look because I need to get ready for my day. But I still am feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm not feeling 110% yet. So I just wanted to do something quick and easy. Something that if you did try, you could definitely wear with a bunch of different outfits. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Let's just get right into it because I feel like I talk forever and ever. I'm actually going to do my eyes first because I really want that smudged winged liner effect. So first things first, I'm going to prime my eye with the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. If you've been on my channel, you know my feelings about this. And priming your eye when you're doing something like a really simple look is so important, especially if you have like any sort of discoloration on your eyes. I know I do, or if you have any like veins, just so you have that very smooth base to kind of put everything else on, because you're gonna see like this is more of like an exposed lid sort of look. So I know that looks a little bit weird because my eyes are now like all the lines and veins and everything are canceled out. So what I'm basically gonna do now is you only want to put in one shade into your crease just to kind of bring everything together. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Carly Bible palette just because this chai shade right here is one of my favorites, and it's a very soft sort of brown, and I just feel like it looks so good in the crease. So I'm just gonna take that on like a fluffy brush. This one's from Morphe, and you're just gonna kind of go in and blend this guy into the crease. So it just kind of brings back a little bit of dimension into your eye, but you don't want it to be so intense to the point where it's like a whole eye look on its own, because we really want the focus of this eye look to be on the smudged liner. So any sort of brown that's like a transition shade, you can just pop into your crease real quick and blend it out and you'll be good to go. So for the actual like smudged liner, so that's pretty much all we're gonna do with the eyes. So for the smudged liner, you can do one of two things. So you can either put some tape on the outsides and do it that way and just smudge it in. If you're a beginner, that's a really good tip because it's a lot easier. But if you're someone like me who's a little bit lazy, and tape just irritates my eyes from all the times that I've used tape, it just irritates my eyes so bad that I get like actual like, you know, like scratches. So I tend to not use the tape, but you can use like, there's like tape that's made for that kind of stuff, and there's like e.l.f. tape. If you have super sensitive skin, I would highly recommend going for like the e.l.f. tape, because it's specially formulated to be really gentle along the eyes instead of like regular Scotch tape. But the other thing that you can do if you just don't want to use the tape is you can just do your eyes first and then go into your face, and you can really clean up the sides of your wing. So a couple of different options, you choose whatever fits you the best. So let's go ahead and get into it. For this, you want to take an eyeshadow palette that has a really black, vibrant black. So I'm taking the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette because this black is really pigmented. I like using something like this. This is an angled brush. This is the Zoeva brow line brush, but you can use like a tip, like a thin tip brush. Anything that is kind of very precise, you can use that to lay down the black. So I'm just going to take some of the black, and what I'm going to start off by doing is just lightly lining my lash line. And I'm not like smudging it, I'm just kind of tapping the product into place. And because we have a tacky base, it should stick really well. For me, I don't take it into my inner corner. I just feel like it looks so much better to start it where the curve of my eye starts and kind of just line my lash line just like that. But you can do it towards like your inner corner if you want to, like, you know, wing out your inner corner. That's totally fine. I just find for my eye shape, it's much more flattering for me to start where the curve of my eye is and then kind of blend it out, and it kind of elongates my eyes almost, and it gives my eyes like more of an awake feel. So that's totally up to you. Makeup is such a personal thing that you can definitely use whatever you want to use. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, and you don't want to make this line too thick, because then you're going to be blending it up, and it's going to look a lot higher than it has to be. So now you're going to do the wing, and to do the wing, again, what you want to do is, it's basically if your bottom lash line was extended up. So you're going to go, what I like to do is I like to go right where my lower lash line ends, and just kind of go up to make like the slightest, faintest like line, if that makes sense. And then I'll go in and I'll stamp more product on there to make it look a little bit more visible. And I go slowly because it's easier to add more product than it is to blend out product that was misplaced. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend those two lines together just like that, and then fill them in and just kind of sharpen the wing right there. Do that on the other side, same thing. First go in and just kind of extend your lower lash line just like that, and then darken it just a little bit and then connect. So now that we have our wings on, you can honestly just leave it like that because it is a softer wing. If you just throw on some lashes, you'll be good to go. But for what we're doing today, we're gonna smudge it out. And to smudge it out, this is my favorite brush to smudge it out. This is just an e.l.f. smudger brush because it's so precise. You can also use the Zoeva brow light brush. This is a little bit thicker, so it might give you a little bit more of like it might fluff the product a little bit more. So all we're gonna do to smudge it is I'm just gonna take it back and forth and just kind of make sure that product looks like smudged, if that makes sense. So you're looking for like a very smudged sort of look. So it's not super intense, but it's definitely there. And it just gives like a more flawless sort of like model on the runway look. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And that soft sort of like wing just adds like so much to the eyes without being like a black line, if that makes sense. And if you wanted to, you can definitely like just clean up your wings so that they aren't as long and just do like little tiny baby wings, and that would be such a pretty look as well. But that's pretty much the gist of this. Best part about this look, it's so smudgy and it's so blended that even if you're not like 110% like a makeup pro, if you do this look, it looks like you spent a lot more time and like it's pretty foolproof on its own. So that's kind of what it is. You can always go back in with like a brown eyeshadow to blend it out as well. So like if I take the shade Bowie from the Carly Bible palette and just kind of blend that in, it'll give it more of like a softer look. And what you can even do is like at this point you can bring in some more of that color, like a brown shade, and like wing out the inner wing. I just feel like that doesn't look too great for my eye shape. So, you know, really experiment what works with your eye shape and what doesn't. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and I'll show you guys the final look. And I'll really like clean up these wings and it'll look so much more precise. And yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so that is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. I absolutely love doing looks like this that are super easy, that are get going and that's it. It's super easy, especially for like the beginners on my channel. I hear you. I understand that you don't want like super intense looks. Something similar, something simple, something similar is going to be more of your vibe. So I'm trying to cater to the people of the world. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what other kinds of videos you guys want to see from me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You are helping my dreams come true. And I will see you in a video super soon. Mwah. Bye guys.